Quill,
Yes.
you and
Rangrim?
Rangrim were in Waterdeep heading for the barracks.
Yes.
You were trying to find, do you remember what you were trying to find?
We were trying to find out where they went.
Who? Who's they?
Us.
Friends.
Friends.
But how? Do you remember why?
Because they left through the gatey thing,
Yeah.
and you think that a guard might know.
That a
Yeah, guard that was on
Duty.
that was on duty at the time, who's now off duty, would potentially know.
You were directed to the barracks
Mhm.
where the guards are housed, and it's a rather interesting place. You approach the guards at the basically at the front gate of the barracks, and Rangrim states your business.
Mhm.
One of the guards leaves and returns with what appears to be a higher ranking officer. And the officer addresses you and says, "Good day.
Hello there.
My guardsman tells me you're looking for someone who was on duty the other night. Can you state why you're looking for..."
We're looking for some of friends that have gone missing. We think they went through the eastern gate. I don't remember what gate it was. What gate? Anyway, which went through the gate by the harbor, and we want to find out if they did go through there, because we're supposed to meet up with us, and they are no longer found or nowhere to be seen.
When was this?
Would have been last night, because it's the morning now. I would.
It's
When we were looking.
it's in your daytime.
It was in
yeah.
the morning when we were looking.
Very well. I will talk to the commanding officer. If you'll follow me, he leads you into the guardhouse, or into the barracks, and into where they do their HQ. It's this is a smaller version of what the bigger version is. He says, "Please have a seat here," and there's a bench kind of at the front entrance, front waiting areas. Do you remember all the old cop shows with the bench at the front of and the sergeants at the desk? Kind of like that deal.
Where they'd have
There's a sergeant at the
prostitutes
desk.
stand up.
Sometimes. Or Charlie Sheen.
Is Rangrim lonely?
It might be.
Honey, I'll give you a good time for a good $5.
Anyway, the sergeant, he speaks to the sergeant at the desk, and the sergeant says, "Very good, sir." And you guys, he says, "Please have a seat here." He goes into the back, and he goes down the hall to into somebody's office, and comes back a few minutes later. I've talked with the captain, and he has said that I can help you guys out. Rangrim, you know some of the guards and some of the watch. You've developed a good relationship, a good rapport with a lot of people in this town, and you have a name. Your name is well known for fair, honest business, upright, straight shooter. And everybody knows who your boss is. They know it's Lord Fingling. He's a respected leader in this town, like a merchant leader in this town. Respected for honesty, integrity. Although some people seem to think he's a little bit left-handed because he's so successful. But he just hires really good people to do his business for him. And you've been running the caravans. You've been running the caravans north to Luskin and as far north as the Dwarven towns, as Dwarven settlements up in the north. And you've been running as far south as past into the shoelands, far, far south, shipping by sea, by land. That's what you do. You run a shipping company, and you hire guards to protect those shipments, and you get investors to invest in paying those guards and paying to get the shipments to the places they need to be, and those people make money, and that's how you do it. And you charge extra for the goods. You're kind of a middleman. So you have a good name, and the lieutenant says, Sergeant, and the sergeant says, yes, sir. Will you go get these 4 guardsmen for me? And he hands them a list of the names. He doesn't even, he rattles off some names. They're not going to be happy, sir. They're in the middle of their sleep. He says, that's fine. They can start their shift later. We'll give the other guys some overtime tonight. Very good, sir. And he goes off and he says, follow me. And he takes you to his office. He says, what seems to be what happened? You guys get settled in his office. He's got a plain desk, plain chair. It's not really super fancy. He's got 2 kind of plain looking chairs for people to sit in. And he sits down at the desk and he invites you to sit down, and he pours you a glass of water, cup of water, or whatever. And he says, so what happened to your friends, Rangrim?
Apparently...
His name is Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, good to see you. Apparently, they were coming over to my place to do some business, and they seem to have disappeared between the docks and my place of business.
Well, I know you have certain means of getting information. Have you been able to drum up any information?
Only that they've been out the gate.
Interesting. How about you? I'm Lieutenant Dan.
Would you be interested in going into a shrimp business? Sorry, that's totally out of...
He just doesn't know what to say. He just looks at you and he goes,
Lieutenant Dan.
you are quite a queer little gnome. What's your name, little gnome?
Ain't all
Quill.
gnomes queer.
I don't know. I've never been in that community, so I'm really not up with what they are like.
Anyway, actual in-game there.
That's all in game.
That was all in-game? Okay. One of the members of my party is a rare kind of species. It's a tabaxi. So that would be very noticeable.
What do they look like?
They're like big cats.
He's like, what? He's never ever heard of a tabaxi in his life.
Hey, what now?
That would be the most probably standoutish of the group.
Well, as soon as these 4 get here,
I'm pretty sure the captain of the guard would know my name.
Why would he know your name? You're from Neverwinter.
Yeah, you're not from Waterdeep.
I've done business in Neverwinter. I do business with you.
all right. You guys get talking. Is there anything you want to?
Through you.
To him, not really, because we'd rather talk to the
So yeah,
guards.
like you kind of explain
Sounds
what the tabaxi looks like. He
Yeah.
says that sounds like a very interesting creature. I'd like to see it sometime. There's a knock on his door. Enter, and in walks 4 guardsmen who look rather disheveled and tired, as they've been roused from their rest. And he says, "Gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming. That's all, Sergeant. You can go. Thank you, sir." He closes the door. Close the door on your way out. Gentlemen, you were on guard duty the other night and last night, and these 2 fine folks are looking for some of their friends, and I want to know if any of you has seen anything or saw anything suspicious with wagons leaving the city through your gate last night. He says, "Oh, by the way, this is Bob, Jim, Carl, and Lewis." And he looks at him, did any of you guys see anything? And Bob, the guy he points to is Bob. Bob said, I don't remember seeing anything, Lieutenant. Nor I, says Jim. And Carl's like, there was a lot of caravans, like a lot of wagons leaving and coming. The gate is pretty well used, but I didn't see anything quite suspicious. And Carl and Lewis says the same thing.
I'll just provide them with a description of the men.
Provide the description.
Would have been a bigger fella, one of those big, tall, strong, half-naked barbarian types. There would have been a cat person.
Oh, they all like a what?
Cat person. Apparently they're called what was it?
It's a tabaxi. They're like a big cat.
A tabaxi.
Tabaxi.
Bob's like, I don't remember. And he looks at Jim, and Jim looks at him, and Carl's like, not saying anything, and Lewis is just like, I never saw nothing.
Anything, like nothing suspicious, like no one that might have been hiding people in a wagon or something.
Well, we don't usually check the wagons leaving town, leaving the city. We usually check anything we think is suspicious coming into the
I
city.
don't even know if they were in a wagon. They may have been on foot. What, is there anything strange outside that city wall there?
Nothing in
You
particular.
haven't
It's
heard any
just the
stories?
road. It's just the road, and it heads south to Daggerford, and then points south. It heads west and then south.
Can I roll to see if we believe that they know nothing?
You want to do an insight check?
I would like to do an
Very
insight check.
good.
8.
Would you like to help?
I would indeed.
Roll again, please, with advantage.
10. No, oh, sorry, 11.
Advantage. Do you roll twice?
I rolled the
Yes.
first time and failed, and I rolled the second time, got an 11.
Could I roll anything? Because I have fancy modifier.
Well, you helped him,
I should have helped you.
Yeah.
but you asked.
I did ask.
The way they're talking,
Mhm.
it just seems like something's not right. You don't know, but I will allow you to ask questions.
Can I?
Who do you want to ask?
Can I roll intimidation as I just ask them, now boys, I'm sure you don't like trouble on your sides of the gates. And I'm sure you like having your jobs, so if there's something you can help us, I can make sure that...
I would say roll a persuasion check with disadvantage because you're trying to persuade.
Guards.
Well, I don't want any persuasion.
Try to bribe them with like fancy gear from your store or something.
I want to use intimidation. Plus 7
You can
intimidation.
intimidate, but remember their boss is sitting there, so make
true.
it intimidating.
True.
If you're going to intimidate me, or try to
Alright,
anyway.
I'll persuade.
But like, I don't mind if you use intimidation.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm implying that I could make their lives more difficult. That's an
Well,
intimidation.
then say something.
I just did.
Just did.
I don't feel intimidated. Intimidate me more.
I'd like to point out
Actually,
the
can
dice that's
I say, would Captain Ferris be well known in this port?
Rangrim's kind of talking behind you, talking to those guys, and you're talking to the lieutenant.
Sure. Well, no, wait. You're talking to all 4 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then that's no. I want to be able to... No, I want to go up and talk to a couple of them as well.
Okay, you're rolling
He's-
intimidation.
I'll
let you try to intimidate me. And the lieutenant says, what's Rangrim's last name?
Frostbeard.
Mr. Frostbeard, I understand who your boss is, but threatening my guards is not something that is that is looked lightly upon.
I don't
The
appreciate
guards here at
fact-
Waterdeep, the guards here at Waterdeep are well respected and do their job very well. And I can vouch for these 4 men. as
They're
they-
hiding something.
Roll, no, don't roll anything yet. He's like, well, they're telling you to your face that they don't know anything. I have to side with my men.
I don't have any intimidation skills, unfortunately.
No, why would
So
I know why-
do you want to ask a specific question of each one of them, or because you most certainly can. If you have a question, ask. Pick a guy.
Can I ask, so you're talking to these 4 guys. Can I ask Lieutenant, can we speak to them one at a time? Instead of all together, because
Okay, he says.
I'd rather speak, like, just
three-
see if their stories
He says,
are
"You
the
3
same."
go out the, and wait out in the hall." Bob's standing there,
Sort of,
and he's, "Commander, what is this all about?" Or "Lieutenant, what is this all about?" And the lieutenant explains to him what's going on. So, well, if you have a question, you've already asked me questions. Like, what do you need to know?
well, maybe you were afraid to say anything in front of those other guys, Bob. But they had to have gone through that gate from everything we've heard, and you guys seem like really good guards, and you would notice stuff like that. So,
Deserve it.
is there anything that you could actually do to help us? I mean, it's really important that I find them. I can't lose anybody else in my life.
Listen, like I said before, there's a lot of wagons that leave the city, and they leave day and night. There's more that leave in the day, and we had a large number of wagons leave early in the morning, just before shift change. Somebody might have gotten by us. Like I said, we don't check them going out, we check them coming in. So, if your friends, I honestly, I didn't see anything suspicious. I just saw merchants moving. Now, if you want to do an insight check, you can. You can do an insight check on all of these guys.
There's a 15.
You seem to think he's being straight up, and you've got a really good intuition.
We're done with Bob.
Okay.
Whiz.
Okay,
Who's the next one?
Jim.
Jim.
All right, Jim comes in. Jim's like, "Lieutenant, sir, we're really tired, and we just want to get back to bed."
What?
I'm gonna get a zone of truth.
Yes, I'm just gonna pop a zone of truth in the room.
Where'd you pull that from?
I was thinking about that.
Well then,
It's
Entire-
Rangrim though, not Nariel.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's
this
why
is-
I'm using
he's a
the
paladin.
spells.
Quill looks up at you like, where were you earlier?
Okay, are you doing this flourishing, or are you like?
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at him and say, nothing against you personally. I just want to make sure that everything here is as true as possible, and I'll pop up the zone of truth.
The lieutenant goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, wait a minute."
Is it
I-
popped?
Mm-hmm.
I'd appreciate it if you just warned me about this in advance. I don't appreciate you, like, using.
You don't appreciate the truth, good sir.
I do appreciate the truth, and if one of my men is doing something dishonest,
That's why I informed that I was going to be,
well,
Did-
you need to tell me in advance. All right, like that's not cool.
I just did.
We
before I
apologize, good sir. We're just commoners. We don't know the military way.
Okay, ask your questions.
Sure.
My men want to go to bed.
Does this affect all of us then? Like,
Yeah.
I'm true. Okay.
Everyone in there is true.
All right, ask your questions.
Did you see a tabaxi and a barbarian and you're an elf, aren't you?
I know, human.
A human and an elf go through?
No. And you know he's telling the truth.
Nothing suspicious?
Not that I saw.
Is there anything suspicious outside of that gate that you've heard rumors of?
No. But I will say this. There's a lot of stuff that goes out that we never check. Who knows? They could have been stuffed in a wagon. And most likely, if you're down in that neighborhood late at night, chances are, if you get into something, you're gonna end up somewhere you don't want to end up.
So Jim knows nothing. Okay. Good night, Jim.
Permission. You granted. You can leave, Jim. Lewis comes in, and
As soon as he enters into the door, he knows he's under the effects of his own truth.
Oh, you know when you enter it?
yeah, he's like, "Whoa, this is the real deal, isn't it?"
We're here to make sure you tell the truth, sir.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Nothing personal against you. I just want to make sure that we can find these good people.
There's a lot of things that go on at the gates.
Do you know the guys' party that we're talking about? Have you seen any trace of them?
Of who?
Of the tabaxi, the barbarian, the elf, and the human?
Well, no, I have not. But I know there's a lot of things that happen in the city. And like, if you are in the dock ward that late at night and your friends were taken in the dock ward, they could end up in the undercity.
How close where's the entrance to the undercity?
Nobody goes to the undercity.
But where's the entrance?
The undercity is actually in the old part of the dock ward, in the northern part of the dock ward. The lieutenant explains to you it is controlled by Xanathar, the Beholder, and we don't go there. We don't bother them. They don't bother us.
So if our friends were taken, that's where they would be
they
probably?
they would end up in a slave market, most likely.
Who would be able to take us down into there, or at least show us the entrance?
We wouldn't even show you the entrance. We don't want any commoners going down there. We leave, like I said, we leave them alone. We know they have spies and agents in the city. We have our own spies and agents that keep an eye on their spies and agents. And it's all very, secretive. But we don't, like I said, we don't start anything with them. And they don't start a
Well,
war.
we're not asking you to get involved, but we just need to find out
I can't give permission like that.
Well, he is telling the truth.
He's telling the truth. Well,
That's the lieutenant said that. The lieutenant was saying that. Lewis was the one who said like they could be taken to the undercity. Like, who knows? He does he's like, I don't see, like, we guard the gate, but we all go on breaks at different times, so somebody else might have seen something.
okay. So we need to find somebody that knows how to get into the undercity. I'm just saying this out of their earshot. Like, do you have people? You must have people in your network that would know the undercity. I'm talking to you.
He's talking to you, not me.
I mean, you must have people in your spy network.
Yes. I have that information. From
You know
and
he's
from
telling the
previ-
truth.
From previous engagements, I actually know where it is too.
Wow.
You know he's telling the truth. He also offers you this piece of information. Nobody goes into the other city. So there's one more guy that interview.
Let's talk to Carl.
So Lewis departs. Carl comes in and he's looking around, and he's like, "So what's this all about, Lieutenant?" And the lieutenant explains that your friend is missing.
So our friends are missing. Do you know anything about their whereabouts?
He just doesn't really want to speak, and the lieutenant says, "Carl, I may have noticed something.
What did you notice, Carl?
Well, there was a wagon that left the city gates, and I may have seen a foot hanging out of the back of the wagon."
Do you know where that wagon would have gone to?
It may have gone around the city to the north, beyond the city, up into beyond Mount Waterdeep, north of the city.
Is there an entrance to the undercity out there?
I don't know, and he's telling the truth. I don't know about that.
Carl, do you have another employer other than the guards?
Well, I do some side work. I do some side work for some people, I guess.
What are their names?
I don't really know their names.
What kind of work do you do?
Well, I look the other way.
How do they contact you?
They just sometimes they send a runner. Maybe one of the young ones.
And do you know who they are?
I've never asked any questions. They said they would, if I helped them, they would pay me.
And you don't know where to the north exactly they would be?
I know there's an old temple to the north of Waterdeep. They hang out there. It's on the old road that leaves the main road.
And who's they? Just
Well, people they pay me.
the ones that you don't know who they are?
Yeah.
Do you need anything else?
Do you guys want to ask any more specific questions?
How many people would be up there? Or do you know who runs the place? You might not know who pays you to do your job, but do you know who lives or works up there?
I just know it's an old temple, and sometimes they run slaving activities there.
Do you have a way of contacting them at all? You say that runners come see you, but do you have a way of contacting them?
No. They just pay me to look the other way. And you can see the lieutenant, he's red in the face.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a happy camper. He's turning visibly red. He's very calm,
Mm-hmm.
but his face you can tell his demeanor is changed.
Is there anything else that you're missing telling us?
That's the wrong question to ask. You need to be more specific. Stop metagaming,
Can you think of anything?
or I will
blanking
throw a
it.
die at you.
Trying to think of things that I can ask that Rangrim would know
Yeah.
and not metagame.
Did you for sure see a tabaxi? Or you just
I saw a foot,
a foot? Was it a furry foot?
a boot,
Boot.
a booted foot.
What's a boot time?
What do your boots look like?
They were, unless they were taken off by.
What do your fancy boots look like? Because you had your fancy clothes on.
Oh. No, I had my black.
Okay, you had your black. It was a black boot.
It was a completely.
I wouldn't know what you were wearing. at
Straight
the time,
black
I wasn't
boot.
with them.
No, but you would know what his armor is.
It's
Yeah.
a completely straight black boot.
He explains what it looks like, and it definitely matches the.
Could be. It could be
That
Ren's
sounds like
boot.
Ren.
Could be Ren's boot. I don't think we have anything else for this guy, do we? I can't think if I've missed anything.
Okay, I'm going to let you both roll an intelligence check.
21.
5.
Um,
Not so smart.
Cool's very smart.
well, but
Perfect.
you needed a combined roll.
Oh.
So like. It's got to be. You're missing something.
Yeah, I'm missing something.
In that 20?
You're missing something, and you know that's the intelligence check. I'll
Can
give.
you take us there?
I don't. I know it's north here. I don't know exact locations, and frankly, I don't want to know what they're doing. I've heard rumors that they're slavers.
So they're, and I'm just thinking out again. So they're slavers. He doesn't know who they are. He roughly knows where they're. They're in a temple up north. Saw your boot. No. Did you see who was driving the wagon?
Yes,
Who was driving the wagon?
he explains that the man was wearing. He was wearing leather armor. He was cloaked, and he was kind of seamy looking.
He was seedy.
Seedy looking.
Seedy looking.
And he had he had a number of wagons. He wasn't just by himself. He was in a caravan of wagons,
Okay.
and there was at least 2 men on each wagon, and there was at least 7 wagons.
And does he know whose caravan that was?
Um,
Whose caravan was it?
I've heard rumors.
And those rumors.
The last name was Mardlas.
Mardlas?
Oh, I would know that as the guy who's...
You recognize.
Yeah.
You know it? Or him?
I thought we cut his head off. Or cut his head off. Don't know what's happened to the accent.
Who?
But okay.
Who is this person? The lieutenant says to you.
It's someone that an old group of friends of mine and I ran into before I set up shop here.
So
Last
you're
I
telling
saw,
me you
he
brought
didn't
trouble
have
to
a
my
head.
city?
Last I saw, he was dead.
He doesn't appear to be dead now. Do you know where this guy's headquarters is? Mardlas's headquarters is?
No.
No. Does the lieutenant?
No, they don't. They don't know. These are obviously shadowy people that you're dealing with, and I don't envy you at all.
Okay.
I'm not accepting
Carl's like he's scared. He wants to. He knows he's in trouble.
Yeah. Lieutenant, I mean, we're probably going to try to go investigate this place right away. Maybe I suggest that Carl is, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but maybe detained so he can't, warn people that...
I will deal with my soldiers my way.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Fair enough.
Quill. Rangrim, I appreciate you bringing this to my attention.
Thank you for your assistance, sir. And I'll just toss him a bag of 20 gold. For your
I'm
assistance,
sorry,
sir.
I can't take this.
You can't?
No, that's a bribe.
Right enough. Thank you for your assistance.
I'm a well-paid lieutenant in the Waterdeep City Guard. I can't take this.
Alright, well, I'll make a donation to the guard. To something.
The
To
guards,
the
or
city.
the guards, like,
Why
benevolence.
don't you start an orphanage?
Yeah, I'll go for something. I don't know. I'll be charitable. Somewhere.
Carl's just like eyeing the bag, like you can just see him eyeing the bag.
Not for you.
He's not. He's pretty scared. He knows he's in trouble now.
I'll replace the bag on my hip.
So, do you have any more questions, or
No, I
are we
don't think we
finished
have
here?
No.
We're not.
No, I think we're done. Sorry, no more
We're done.
questions.
Very good. He stands up.
Dispel the zone of truth.
I want to thank you again.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Carl, I'll just get you to wait here. If you two don't mind.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Are you good, sir? Make sure
the
to thank your
sergeant-
men for us as well.
Very good. The sergeant will,
Lead you out.
yes. The sergeant will show you up. You leave the office? Okay.
Yeah.
You go back down the hall and the sergeant says, everything's okay? I wish you the best.
Okay. Thank you.
Good day. And, oh yeah, you have to sign up. You guys signed in. You have to sign up.
Alright, I'll sign out.
Sure.
Just like going into the shop. You gotta sign in, you gotta sign up. Anyway, you guys leave. What do you want to do?
I kind of want to just go right up north to this temple.
Yeah. It's been all since I've been adventuring.
You're
Oh, wait.
you're at least like from what Carl mentioned to you guys, and we didn't give all the details in the role play, but it's probably a good half to 3/4 day ride north of the city, along an old. It's a road, but it's a goat path road. But a couple of horses.
I got some
Go
horses.
there real quick. Yeah, let's get it.
Alright.
You guys are heading up north.
Let's head up north.
Yeah.
We're
I'll
back-
stop-
we're back
I'll
in
stop off at the Ranger will stop up at home and
Yeah, you guys
Arm
are
yourself.
gonna do that stuff. We're back in.
Do we, before, like, out of game, do we have maybe another person that would come along with?
I have a person that needs numbers. I could possibly go with them, but
You'd be an informant for this, Lucy?
I have a level 1 rogue and this one.
Which
Having
does
three
make
leveled up.
sense.
I was just giving you an opening to
Level-
insert.
It's up. It's up to you guys. Do you have anybody?
I think Ranker would like to hire a bard to accompany him.
do you,
Someone to sing along for us.
do you want to go to the employment office and see if you can find somebody?
Sure.
Okay, I'll say you guys are heading to the employment office now.
Alright.
We're back in the dungeon. Where were we?
The rat was killed. I killed a guy over here.
Like this man.
All right. And we are at red. What do you want to do?
with a paladin.
What is this desk area?
Let's find out.
Show me the desks. What is in the
Doors
desk?
are
Is there
very slow
magic
to
daggers
press.
in desk?
And it's a lawful
Is my
good
stuff in the
paladin.
desk?
There's no. This is the slave lord's den. This chamber is a circular chamber with a moat of sewage surrounding the bare platform in the center. Around the outer wall of the room is a narrow 3-foot ledge connected to the center of the chamber by 3 arched stone bridges. On this ledge, there were 10 orcs all around.
We murdered last
From the west side of the room, you guys came down a set of stairs, slid down. Opposite those sliding stairs to the east is this alcove containing a table and chairs and many crates and boxes. Was a man sitting at the table, and there's a bunch of dead weasels. The entire area is well lit. He ordered them to attack you, and then he fled. Seeing these boxes, there's a lot of places he could have hid in here. And you guys took out his all of his stuff. So the crates contain rations, chains, and other supplies in preparation for a slave caravan. Are you guys checking this stuff out?
Yes.
Yeah.
In one crate are bags of coins.
Mine.
Oh, dang!
Bags and bags of coins.
Gold? Like,
Gold coins.
how much gold is here?
Are you going to take the many hours it's going to take to count it?
Assuming it take... I'm going to assume this. Counting one bag, I'm going to assume it's a crate with a bunch of little tiny, like,
There's
pocket.
lots of bags.
So in one bag, I'd like to count... I assume it's probably like 100 gold in one bag.
There
We
appears
don't have time for this.
through all the bags, through all the boxes and all the bags, all the sacks. There's like a lot of bags of gold. If you were to count them all, there would be a lot.
A lot.
So like too much to carry. All right.
Considering you don't even have underwear on.
Considering I'm going to one of these orcs and stealing its stuff.
You could pull on a sack,
I will.
poke some holes in it. I will. So
Sack
you gotta have a diaper sack and a rope to tie it around.
I'm the paper bag. Paper bag thief.
Paper bag
The paper bag
assassin.
princess.
Yeah.
So anyway, you do find another sack in another crate, and it has 3 pieces of jewelry in it. And just roll me a quick intelligence check.
My intelligence. I'm a thief. I should just know this.
Yeah, just roll it.
Not one.
What's your? I'm not even gonna tell you how much. You just they're shiny and they're valuable.
Nick these?
So like
Where
you
put 'em?
you know, do you guys want to take the time to count everything?
No, it'll take too long.
All right, then you do know that there's a pile of gold here, too much for you to carry.
I will take a single bag
I will also take 2 bags.
All right.
and I will tie the one bag of gold to the sword belt that I have.
I have belts on me with sword belts and stuff.
Easily counted in one bag
Mhm.
are 100 gold pieces.
How many bags? Like lots or just?
There's the one bag he picked up had 100.
But how many bags are there?
Lots.
Like,
Probably
you'd
50 to 100.
You'd be spending a lot of time counting.
This is like 100,000 gold.
Do you want to count them?
We don't
No.
have time.
We don't have
Count
time
the
to
bags.
We don't have time to count the bags.
Just the bags.
You
Just the
you
bags?
can even carry them all anyway.
Could we count the bags and how long would that take?
Roll me a quick intelligence check. You went through all the boxes.
6.
Could anybody else roll an intelligence check? Do I have to make
11.
the 2 fighters go? Yeah, there's 50 bags.
It's 50,000 gold.
Okay, let's
Or five.
leave.
5,000. That's 5,000 gold. It's not that much.
We don't
The two fighters and Carol, they have straps on. They're like strapping bags on.
Yeah, strap. I'm gonna take 3 or 4 bags.
I'll let you take 4.
I'm gonna take 4 bags and strap them on.
Okay. How many do you want?
I'm just taking one.
Just take one.
I'm
Okay.
a cleric. I don't.
Dude, you could like rebuild an entire. You could have.
Okay, I'll take 2 bags.
Can always come back.
Maybe.
I can always make gold in other ways. Like, I just need enough to, if I don't get my gear, when I get out, I want to be able to just have at least enough to,
Buy new stuff.
They're very heavy. 100 gold pieces, pretty heavy.
yeah.
Okay. But any
Are
leather
you
armor?
taking the jewelry?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Jewelry just get tossed in with one of the bags.
Okay.
Any leather armor?
Nothing.
Nothing.
There's a ladder that leads to a dirt tunnel that exits this area.
Thanks, Siri.
Yes, there's a ladder leading out of this area.
Okay, let's get out of here.
The ladder.
Up the ladder. Who's going first? What's the marching order?
Ren Buckley's gonna go first so we can search for traps.
Ren Buckley's gonna go first so we can search for traps.
It's very dark.
So y'all,
There's lots of torches.
Grabbing a torch.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just reach out and I
Press-
will cast light on his diaper.
All right. His swing lights up.
question: y'all just left my body in the thing?
Sure did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
What did you expect us to do? Lug around a 6-foot cat?
Y'all didn't even check the body though.
Why would we?
I had a sword and spears and daggers.
We also have those.
I have a sword and a shield. That's all I need.
How good did the spears? What did the spears do for you?
I didn't use them.
Let's go.
Actually, I used one and it did a lot of damage actually because it's stuck. in
Let's
the-
go.
Anyway, the long and the short is, you guys leave, and this is a natural cave. It is approximately 5 feet wide at the best. At best. For the most part, it's 4 to 3 feet wide, and swinging any sword in this area or trying to fight will be done at complete disadvantage
I mean, if you're swinging weaponry.
if you're trying to swing.
Weaponry.
So, but anyway, it's very, 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 very thin. As you guys start to enter the thing, it starts to curve to your right. And it does kind of a hairpin curve. Are you following it?
Yeah.
It moves down to a Y intersection. Approximately 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet, you come to a Y intersection. Right and left, or right and straight rather.
I'd say we just go straight.
Yes.
Let's just go straight.
What's your passive perception?
13.
Yours?
16. And I have a druid.
16. You can feel a breeze or something coming from the right.
Ooh, let's go right. Right? Right.
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Whatever.
Are you? Turning, are you going down the right path?
Yep.
Or are you going straight?
Right.
We're going the right way.
Let's go right.
As you turn, as you split off to the right, it goes about another 10 or 15 feet and comes to a set of stairs. Yes, comes to a set of stairs. That leads up. It leads up. So what do you want to do? You want to go back to the other path and go the other way?
This could also just be a flowing sewage path, because there was sewage flowing around.
Yeah, well, let's go. It's a breeze.
Okay. If there's sewage, we turn around.
So you're going up?
Yep.
Sure.
All right. This open area, as you guys climb the stairs, you actually come to a door at the top of the stairs. Small platform, and not even a platform. It's just like the stairs start the door and then the stairs, right? So you come up to the last step and there's the door.
Okay.
Would you like to try to go through this door?
Let's check for traps.
Excellent idea. Roll me a investigation check or whatever. What is it? It's intelligence.
Investigation?
Yes.
12.
You find nothing. No traps.
Can I roll perception?
Princess is first.
You want to roll a perception check
Yeah.
or what?
For any form of scuffing along the wall?
You see all sorts of this path is well traveled.
Because if the stairs do the same thing they did in the other room,
Nothing like
there's
that.
no.
You don't see anything like that. This is a well-used set of stairs.
Okay, then just open the door.
It's locked.
Unlock it.
Do you have a lockpick?
I have needles. I
You
can
do?
make shifted lockpick.
Okay, and how do you do that? With advantage or disadvantage? I think with disadvantage, because these aren't your regular thieves' tools.
No, my regular thieves' tools were expensive and shiny, and I missed them.
Aw.
With disadvantage?
Yes.
Is sleight of hand?
Yes.
14.
It goes locks. It unlocks.
Silently, also, because I rolled a nat 20, and you said that when I rolled that nat 20...
It's like you guys don't even hear it. This guy's good. The door opens. Are you going in? You guys are going in.
Sure.
This open area was obviously once a cemetery for this temple compound. Now it's overgrown with weeds, gnarled bushes, and dying trees. Stone markers and small crypts can be seen at some points through the overgrowth. There are paths that twist through the cemetery, and some show signs of recent use. Everything seems gray in color here. The grass is gray-green. The soil's dusty gray. The stone markers brown and gray. And there's a feeling like Nariel, your passive perception that says there's a feeling of oppression that hangs over this entire cemetery.
I feel so oppressed. Hashtag life in 2018.
So, if you like, would you guys like me to draw it, or just you want to just
Let's just keep doing theater of the mind.
theater of the mind?
I know, we've only got 20 minutes.
Sorry?
We've only got half an hour till 9.
Yeah.
So there's some bushes in front of you, and there's a path.
Wait, so there's shrubbery growing in here. Is there any light from the sky? Like, is there any light shining into this place?
Yeah, it's lit up. It's a cemetery.
So it's
It's open.
outside.
Yes. There's walls. There's giant walls around,
We are outside.
and there's a path. There's a pathway
That is a druid.
to your right, and there's another pathway you seem to think to your left. And you can maybe see one that goes straight ahead. They kind of seems to go around this area that you've just come out of. This small stone, whatever it is, stone building, crypt, or whatever you've come out of. This path seems to go around it like this. There's a path like like a Y path around you, with the stem leading away from you.
So we're in a little square cemetery. There's a Y path, and we're inside the Y.
Mm-hmm.
And are there holes that we can see directly that leads out?
There is. The branches and the weeds, they just seem to be really overgrown. But there does seem to be a way, like right or left, there seems to be a way out of here.
Everybody be quiet. We don't know who's around still. Come on. And
This is when I use thaumaturgy, right?
this is when I punch you in the throat. And we...
So Carol is actually going to stay between
Jeb and
Jin and Zeb.
Jebediah. Jebediah.
So you come to the path. The path goes north or south. Which way do you want to go? It bends. You come into the bend, and then you can see it bends up to the north and goes straight, and then it turns and goes south.
1 to 3 we go south. 4 to 6 we go north.
Sure.
We go north.
Very good. You get to the Y intersection where it turns and goes back to the south. But looking north, you see a set of double doors.
I'd rather not go back into this place.
South it is.
As you guys begin to move on this path, I will roll this. And as you guys turn to move down the northern path, I have to roll this. Roll this. You guys see 3 giant ants turn, and they're standing kind of between you and that set of doors.
Giant ants.
Very giant ants. Extremely giant ants.
Hey, Jin, what do you say we do?
He says, roll initiative.
Okay.
I rolled and I go first.
Who is leading? I'm going to say you're in the lead.
Me?
Yes.
That's me. Let's fight these nasties.
Why can I never find these guys in here?
I got 22.
I got 12.
Okay.
There's lots of shrubbery around.
To your right and left, the path. I'm looking for my giant ants, but I can't seem to find them. I had them written down. As a matter of fact, I'll take this and I'll find them right now. Just give me a minute. I will find these guys. Just hold on. Here they are. Got it.
Can't do that.
Got it, guys.
All I sound like is Daffy Duck. No, not even.
You're doing it wrong.
How do you do it?
I don't know.
All right. Very good.
This is not working. You're clearly doing it wrong.
I know. That's why I can't do it.
I think you need a piece of grass.
Ren, what did you roll?
22.
22. What did these guys roll? They rolled a 3. Nariel,
12.
12. Boar's not there. Shirley's not there.
Surely will never be there.
That thing will never be here.
So, Jin and Zeb push Carol behind them. And Ren, what do you want to do? There's 3 giant ants in front of you.
If I How far away are they?
They are within 10 feet. Like, you guys literally turn the corner and they're right there.
Oh, okay. So I'm
You
gonna.
guys surprised one another.
Can I go into the shrubbery and come out with a flanking? Come out behind them.
You want to move around them?
Yeah, and I want to use stealth so they don't notice.
Roll me a perception check real quick.
18 plus 7.
You seem to think if you move into the shrubbery, something bad will happen.
Okay, yeah, let's not do that. But do you think I could get behind them somehow? If I...
You want to use an acrobatics or athletics?
Can I stealth?
No.
Can I deceive?
No. You can acrobatics or athletics.
I would love
I'll
to...
say
I'd love
athletics.
to acrobatics.
You can athletics.
Can I acrobatics to flip over them?
If you take a running jump, you can take a running jump to flip over them.
Yeah, I want to flip over them.
And I'll let you, but it better be good. To land, you gotta land it to
Okay.
make your attack. If you don't, I'll say you jump into them.
This is acrobatics.
Yep.
10.
Yeah, no. You go to run and you literally jump right into the face of one of these ants, and what's your AC?
14.
He just narrowly misses biting you, and you kind of fall amongst them.
Oh.
So,
Would have been cool.
Nariel, you're next.
First one in line, Sacred Flame.
Okay, roll. Oh, I gotta
That's
roll a
you?
dex save.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Ooh.
It explodes. And
like
there's
it.
like ant goo everywhere. Like literally. Your light comes down and goes
You know.
boom! And Ren takes how many points of damage? Because he's right beside it.
I make a dex save?
Dex save. Oh, does anybody like near him take damage? Okay, sorry, Ren. Bad.
Well, either way, I made it. It was 17 plus
Doesn't
7.
matter.
Casey DJ Coyle, hello, says you gotta stick the landing.
Yeah, and I missed.
You done goofy.
And guys in chat, please send us your Twitter handles, because you'll all get follows. That is him, and now the two ants. One attacks you, Ren.
Oh, wait, this one's dead. Oh.
Nat 20.
Okay, how much damage?
He goes to bite you. He does 1d4 piercing. And you make a Constitution saving throw, if you please. That's 3 piercing damage. And I need you to make a saving throw.
13.
Oh, you make it. This tries to. I don't know. This something goes through your system, and it's trying to like. But you manage to
Yeah.
fight it off.
But how much damage?
You take a total of 6 points.
3 damage, okay. Uncanny dodge.
Yep. But you don't uncanny
Casey
dodge.
DJ Coyle says his Twitter handle's the same as his name.
Yep.
And Captain Nemo shares his with us as well.
Yeah, that's fine. That's one attack on you. And
What are you doing?
Putting my hoodie on.
And make a noise.
all
My
right.
keys fell out.
It's one attack on you,
Yeah.
and the other one goes straight at Nar. Who's next in line?
It was Nariel.
Okay, Nariel, you're up.
Oh.
18 hit. Does it
Oh,
18
yeah.
hit? So you're gonna take 1d4 points of damage. Plus, make me a Constitution saving throw.
19.
So you take 3 and you save. Okay, you guys are the big man. What's his name?
That's Jin.
Jin. He attacks the one that attacks you. He smashes this one, and he blows it apart. He chops its head off.
This one?
Yeah. As you can see, these are minions.
Yeah.
No. Really?
And then he runs over. He takes his movement and runs over and attacks that one and rolls a crit and blows it up too. There's a set of double doors ahead of you.
Let's open them.
Why not? Princess is first.
Back in Waterdeep, You guys are at the employment office. The employment officer says, "Yeah, can I help you? Can I help you? What can I help you with today?"
Hello there. I am looking for someone to join us on a journey up north.
What kind of journey up north? What are you looking to hire? What do you need? We have lots of independent people here who are looking for work.
I'm thinking maybe a bard to sing our exploits, or a mercenary type to kill our foes.
Well, we hire out a lot of mercenaries for caravans and such. Don't I know you? Don't you hire mercenaries for me all the time?
I do. I'm Rangrim, good sir.
Oh yeah, Rangram. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. I got this guy and here's his card, and I think he's sitting on a bench outside. He's looking for work. You might do. I don't know. Go outside and talk to him, I guess.
All right, thank you, good sir.
Yeah, okay. Come again, Rangram. Thanks for coming. It's been good to bye, little person.
All right, so I'll go
Thanks
to
for
the bench.
coming.
Sorry?
I'll go to the bench.
You step outside, and you know this place. You know this place. This is just one of many. The guy you talked to, he's just one of many employment officers here at the government sponsors employment office. You step outside, and there's a group of people standing at the job board looking for jobs.
I might change that name.
And you have this name on a card, and you call it out. That's how you hire people.
All right.
So
What's the name on the card?
what's the name on the card?
Can my name be Pluto Yeotsen?
Okay, give him the.
Or do I
Just
have to
give
change
him-
the name?
Just
Alright.
give him the name. Butcher it.
I'm looking for Plato Yeatson. Yat Yots Yit Plato.
Plato it is. Is there a Plato?
Pluto, sir?
Close enough. We're having a journey up north. You interested in coming? It's a bit of gold in it for you.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, kind sir. I would love to come with you, sir.
3 gold per 10 day on the journey.
How wonderful, sir. I'm an urchin.
All right.
Not how urchins
What's
act,
your
but okay.
skill set there, buddy?
I can fight. I have a rapier and a short bow and a few daggers.
I was kind of hoping for a bard.
Yeah.
Can you sing us a song, sir?
What kind of song do you want to sing?
Something lively.
Something lively?
Oh my yodeling kid.
Something you can drink to.
We're on a highway to hell.
Not exactly the road I want to go down.
Maybe we should go find another.
There's now this person's been singing, like people stop and look like, what the hell?
Welcome to the YMCA.
What's a yumka?
It's not Yumka, sir. It's the YMCA.
Copyrighted music.
You're allowed to use 20
says, let me mute it first.
Hey, I never said I was good at singing. That's why I'm not a bird.
Sounds like a scared little kid.
He is.
Basically,
Because how old are you?
Well, I'm a widow, so I'm 103.
So you are a child.
You're an adult.
Oh,
Oh, I thought he was a child.
No.
just barely.
Just
You're
barely.
just
I think
barely
they're like
an
at
old
80 or
adult.
something. Maybe.
Like just like
100.
the pubes just came in.
is like 100 is their cultural 18.
So he is like a few days older.
He's able
than
to drink.
It's a meat shield.
All right, come along.
Thank you, sir.
Guess you'll do.
I'll try not to let you down, sir.
You got a really kick-ass deal with this one.
3 gold for 10 days.
Like, I wouldn't take anything
Right
less
on.
than 10.
That's why Rangram has lots of money.
He buys the cheap ones.
Yeah.
You guys can head out the west gate of
I'm gonna need roll
Waterdeep.
numbers.
Yeah, not right now. We could just role play this anyway. You guys head out the west gate, and it's, you know, it's mid-afternoon. You guys got a long ways ahead of you, and like it's going to be dark before you get to where you need to go. But
You can set up camp.
you do you have a horse for Pleto?
You have lots of horses, right?
I am a guy too, by the way. This time.
Okay, we got, yeah. We're in a good. I'm in a good way. You got a horse for him. I don't care. You got a horse.
Got a horse.
He's a guy.
And for myself, I'll summon my own horse.
There you go. You summon your.
I
have fine steed.
I too can summon a horse, but yeah.
Yours has kind of got like what?
Sorry,
This is a miniature pony.
I can do probably little mini pony. It's a phantom steed.
Okay.
So
But it's only
a mini pony.
good. It's only good for an hour, so I probably. Well, I can just keep summoning it.
Oh, is it a cantrip?
It's a ritual spell, so I can just keep going.
Well,
on.
you're gonna need horses for at least 12 hours of travel.
Mine's magical. It can go like twice as fast as theirs.
You're gonna stop and
Mine's magical too.
Summon
re
it
up
every single
summon
time.
it every time.
I can use one of his.
Or you can just ride on one of them because you're
Like
tiny.
you go to livery stable and rent horses.
Yeah,
It's like
I
the-
can double up too. I'm tiny.
It's the enterprise. It's the enterprise
Yeah.
rental, horse rental.
We got you this nice
There's a big
stallion.
E on. There's a big E on its hindquarters, with a star. It's the enterprise horse rental, like all up and down the Sword Coast.
I'll do my own. I'll keep going with mine. I got.
They have offices all the way from 10 towns down to Baldur's Gate and beyond.
Why bother pay for a horse? Just
Rent a horse.
You guys can go to the rental.
What will it be called?
You don't have horses?
We have this perfectly picked out Mustang just for you.
It's a tiny little pony.
It's a My Little
I can
Pony.
summon one that does 100 feet to your guys' 50. So
So are you guys just like renting horses, or are you guys like doing all this?
Oh, see, mine lasts until I tell it to go away.
mine only
or
lasts
until
an
it
hour, but I
goes-
can just summon another one.
Just summon a horse and buy
I
one.
am.
Like
just
I
gonna
don't know
summon
why you
horse.
just don't ride on his.
I could ride on his.
Yeah, you can rent
Like
a
you
Sure.
guys, like you two could double up and still have room for full-size human.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, let's do this.
Screw the horses. Let's just keep going.
Okay, you guys head out north. We're back in the dungeon.
We have horses.
Back in the dungeon. There's a set of double doors ahead of you. They appear to be locked. Not trapped.
Not trapped? I
Would you
like
like to
that
do?
shit.
You can give it a try.
Disadvantage because I'm not using my own tools? Or because I've used them, can I...
You know you can. You've tried them once. I'll let you just roll regular.
That is...
They unlock. Click. They open.
No click.
I like to say click.
No click, though.
There's no click. Okay. The doors are unlocked. They're double doors. They open up into a 5-foot wide corridor. There's a set of double doors ahead of you, and it turns to the right immediately. And then you can see about 15 feet down or 12 feet down, it turns to the right again.
I'm going to try unlocking these doors.
That's straight ahead of you.
Yeah.
I'll have a war horse.
You go to the doors, and they don't seem to be.
Locked? Can I hear anything behind them? Perception?
You just opened them. Like you said you were going to go and open them. As you open this set of double doors, this ramshackled building is cluttered with a variety of tools and junk. There are hammers and chisels and axes and handles and slabs of stone, and warped boards and walls are covered with many different types of holy symbols. Some are evil, some are good religions, and most of these look like they have been pegged or nailed in place. Crouched around a dim, sputtering lantern are 6 orcs, nervously fingering their halberds and glancing about. Roll initiative.
21.
Nariel's 21.
14.
Ren's 14. 9.
It's weird not being first this time.
7. 6 orcs. They're like,
Do we surprise them? Do we have
well,
surprise?
I will give you guys, you know what? You guys bunk in on them. I will give you a surprise round up front. And then you guys have initiative.
Okay. So this is like gonna just shoot 30 by 30 room.
This room is exactly like really small. It's 20 by 15.
20 by 15. Wow, a lot smaller than I thought. And there's 6 orcs in it.
Yeah, it's 20 feet wide and it's 15 feet long, and there's another set of double doors that lead out of it
Let's try to keep one of these ones alive.
on the other side.
Can I roll for a religion check to see if there's any special meaning to this hall before I do anything?
Sure, if you want. That'll be
16.
no special meaning.
Just a bunch of holy symbols.
Just a bunch of holy symbols, good and evil. You recognize most of them as being like the pantheon of the gods that are here in Faerun.
This is just like a church.
I won't be able to stay
Alright.
for the end of the battle. I do have to bail right at 9.
Okay.
You know what? We can save it for next
Well,
week.
it means you can still have 8 minutes. Like, I mean, I have 8 minutes, but you guys can still battle because I'm not here next week anyway. So.
Well, it's 8 minutes. We're not going to finish the battle, and this would be a good stopping point.
And this
Yeah.
would be a good stopping point. And we want to say thank you to all of you who came out tonight. I don't know how many. How many?
Yeah.
I
4?
think we had like 5 total. Is it?
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Thank you, everyone. We had a good time. We hope you had a good time. We hope you'll come back next Thursday, same time, same place. Join us again for the fun and adventure here on our little D&D game with Take20 D&D. Is there anything that anybody needs to know? Any announcements?
Brendan's lost more characters than any of us. Within a
I kind of think.
Well, you've only lost 1. He's lost 2 now? 3?
Arya's not dead.
it's still a lost character.
No, gotta be dead.
There's only he's only got one.
He's only had 1 killed.
I will say
Which
this.
one's been? Oh, well, Tabaxi's been killed, but besides that, I haven't lost any.
I will say this. We watch for our Patreon. We will be doing some stuff there, and we will be putting some other things up there. Dareth and I are going to work
Yeah,
on
we
some
already
things.
have one video created to go up on our Patreon. We've got some other ideas in the works for our Patreon. Somebody forgot the SD card that has that video at home.
That's
Naming
okay.
Any names, but yeah. So we will have it up there at some point. Eventually, we are making progress on it, and we're very excited to give you more options.
More options, and you know what? If you send us tweets to our take20 at take20_D&D account and send us any ideas for our Patreon, you know what? We can certainly try to implement them. We want to say thanks to all of you. Come on back again. We'll see you next time.
You heard?
Right on. God bless. Bye bye.
Bye.